Joe, I think you probably need to sit off your head, mate. Right. I feel like we don't even describe why we're in a room playing opera. And when I say a room, I mean a toilet.
A toilet.
A bathroom.
A toilet right there.
There is a reason for it.
Yeah.
And we can't do it out there.
No.
Because there are people out there that won't appreciate this t-shirt.
Yeah, no. There's someone out there who's seen it and has reacted badly to it.
Right, shall I just show that I am wearing it underneath a shirt, I promise, and he's at least holding it. Oh my god, this music is killing me.
It's getting really intense.
So, what I need to say right now is, despite this t-shirt, despite the fact that it says fuck Quins...
You're working with Quins.
We are working with Quins.
I'm working with Quins a bit. I'm working with Quins a bit.
There's probably some kind of analogy here based on that this is an underwater game and I'm in hot water, but honestly, I'm too fucking tired. So, I drilled 2 mines in this game early. I thought that made sense. It does, right? You get an early start on the ladder, you're amassing Neptunium. Well, no. Because, as we mentioned before, mines get exponentially more expensive as you drill more and more of them. So, let's look at what Nels did compared to me. He only drilled 1 mine, then moved and coiled around Pip like a snake, taking just 1 of her mines. Meaning, right now, we both have 2 mines. But what he's really doing, and I can see this clear as day, is he's waiting until he reaches that golden number, that lunge for victory. Then he's going to take Pip's second mine, and he's going to build his second, taking him up to 4 mines. And to stop him from winning, it's going to require a full-blown Allied assault, World War II style, you know, when Hitler in Japan made an Allied assault and stopped the... Anyway, as much as I want to hurt Brat, and as you can see, right here, we both lunged forward and practically held knives to one another, attacking Brat would just mean I'd lose, and Nels wins. So, tragically, Brat and I have agreed to a ceasefire, and I'm actually funding him, which is that little button you can click on if you have more Neptunian than someone else to increase their driller production rate and all that stuff. I'm nothing if not practical, nothing if not, willing to do anything at any cost to win this cocking game. I'm invested now. So, in return, Brat will give me a generator here and there to get my factories working again, and then together we can both surge south in the biggest offensive this game of Subterfuge has ever seen and stop Nels, who's probably not going to be happy because last time I spoke to him I was trying to, do that to the ends of the earth, we're going to be friends, right? But it's his own cocking fault. Tell you what, holy hell, I'm tired. Subterfuge might not be for everyone, but the designers, to their credit, have created a truly bottomless puzzle. This app is hypnotizing.
So now it's been a week, a full week of playing this game. I'm still in the game. I kind of wish I wasn't, if I'm being honest. I fought so hard, I fought tooth and nail to just keep myself alive in that onslaught from Quins, but kind of wish he'd taken me out. Because then, well, it's like Spider-Man always says, you either die a hero or live to be a real piece of work. And I feel like I've become a real piece of work. Became so preoccupied with this rage I had for the betrayal of Chris Bratt, which I guess was only a minor thing. And maybe, yeah, he didn't know how much I'd put into our arrangement. He didn't know how much I was invested.
Where are we at right now? I feel like Nels and Matt are about to win.
Yeah, well, Nels is going to... If it's a war of attrition, Nels has got this.
He's got
3 mines, that's like 3 days.
Yeah, at the top of the screen it literally says Nels is about to win.
Yeah.
I became convinced that Joe was a bad guy. I became convinced that Joe was in on it, and Joe and Brat were indeed a team who had conspired to stab me in the back. And judging by the reactions from Joe when I decided to attack Joe, I don't think that was the case. I think I've just misread it. I think paranoia has run rampant in my mind, and I have become convinced that everybody is out to get me. When they weren't. And now I've become the bad guy. I could have died a goodie, but now I'm a villain. I'm attacking Joe. Why? I don't know. There's no point. I don't want to. I don't want to kill Joe. I don't want to attack Joe. What am I doing?
In terms of military might, Matt is moving on me. Matt stopped moving on me though. He's told me
What the fuck?
he doesn't want to attack me anymore. I've just done a podcast with him.
Unbelievable.
There's actual documented evidence of this. So he's going to stop attacking me. But he's making it look like he's attacking me.
Who's he going to
more
attack?
to annoy Quins. and he wants to help Nels. So we've still got to stop Nels.
Okay.
Matt's not the threat he used to be. And this is the note.
Okay, but someone else just walked into this bathroom, but I think we just have to go with it. The thing about this is, though, I don't know that I trust him. Also, I don't know that I trust Quinns.
I don't trust anyone. I don't trust you. I trust you a bit.
Right, this is the thing. Today was the first day you've doubted me in this. Today's the first day, or at least you've told me that you doubted me.
No, I was worried, because you were massing people near my border. But you moved them away, so it was fair.
I can't deal with it. If you betray me, I'm not going to deal with this.
I'm not going to betray. I honestly am not. You can listen to my diaries, man.
What if you're not? What if that's not what you're saying?
I'm not going to appear on this in the toilet.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to betray you, I promise. This is a solemn on-camera vow.
He said it now.
I'm Nice Alliance forever.
Okay.
Look at
We've
that.
got t-shirts and everything.
That's it. Nice Alliance.
The scores at the top of the screen are starting to read 4 days till this person wins, 3 days till this person wins. Things are accelerating. People are building more mines. People are capturing more mines. Things are getting nasty. And I'm going to be a part of that, I think. I don't see how I can avoid it. People are getting knocked out. It's getting mean. And I'm going to be a part of that. I don't want to. There's a problem with this game. It's like Lord of the Rings meets Lord of the Flies. You know, you have these sort of ramshackle alliances that are very emotional and very quickly thrown away and very quickly reach out. No, he's the leader now. I'm the leader. We're going to kill him. And then you have this element of the ring, almost, of this sense of power, the sense of going, well, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing this because of this. But then you see a mine and you go, I could take this mine. And I got transfixed by this yesterday. I got transfixed by Joe's mine here. I could take it. And then I'd be in the lead. But I can't, you know, I almost threw hundreds of ships at it overnight. But I worked out there was no way I could do it that wouldn't assure me that I wasn't just going to lose my entire army in a click of a finger. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I'm not going to fight Joe. I'm going to hang back. I'm going to just fortify my walls and I'm just going to try and survive. And try and build up an economy and see if I can just win that way. If I don't win, I don't care. But I think I'm done with fighting. I think I'm done with wars. I keep swinging back and forth between wanting to be absolved of all of this, wanting to be not a part of it, and wanting to seize power like some sort of mad Tsar and just charge in and take control and win the game. Because when you realise that you can, when you realise there's opportunity to take it, it's very hard not to. And I don't know if that's a reflection of the game or a reflection of me. And I'm beginning to worry and suspect that the reason people don't trust me when I play games like these is because I'm not a trustworthy person.
Hello everyone, Joe here. I'm in the toilet, like my feelings for this game. It's odd, I still think it's amazing, obviously, but I spent all of last night being distracted by booze and realising I was much happier. And today, the game officially launched, and congratulations to the team, obviously, but the fact that it had to update meant I stopped getting notifications for the game, and I felt really happy about that. It's sort of interesting, like getting to this point of the game, you notice that I think everyone has stopped caring at about the same time.
I don't know what day it is now. It's been over a week. And to be honest, I'm just having fun with it now. I've gone through the wave of feeling genuinely despaired and stressed by this game and just stopped checking it as often.
I've been travelling with work today all day and haven't had a chance to check Subterfuge. Genuinely, I haven't been able to look at it even once for a bunch of reasons. And now I've got home and it's 11 o'clock and I just don't want to look at it. I don't want to know. If bad things have happened, I just don't. I'll find out tomorrow. Hell, by then Nels could have won. And right now, I just don't need to know that. I just want to go to sleep. So, yeah. I think I'm looking forward to not playing Subterfuge soon. Sorry, that's not a very good thing to say in a video diary series about Subterfuge, is it? Maybe I'll feel better tomorrow?
The curve of this game has been fascinating. We've had this sort of burst at the start of everyone talking to each other, everyone colluding, whispers in the dark, so then just everybody kind of getting really into it, really stressed. Some people deciding they couldn't deal with it anymore, clocking out. Some people just giving up and deciding they lost. And then sort of we entered the chill zone and everyone just started cruising deep underwater in the chill zone of just being like, is what it is. Everyone's kind of found their own peace with it. And I don't know what, well, I assume they have, but I kind of get the sense that everyone's decided what the deal is.
Day 9, and I'm still here. Quinns is still here. I'm still at the top of the leaderboard as I've been for the whole game. And I'm kind of okay with admitting that my arse is getting numb now. I want this game to be over. And good news is that it almost is. I'm sat in the center of a typhoon of pain and words and plans and death, with Subterfuge's little attack vectors streaking across my territory like rain on a windshield. We're in the final offensive now. There's no longer anything coy about Subterfuge's war. You push with everything you've got because the game might not be around tomorrow.
I felt terrible. I felt like I was the bad guy with Joe. I really did. And I really was. I discovered, from his reactions that I was genuinely bad. He hadn't betrayed me. He never really saw his relationship with Brat and me as being a complete alliance, more of a just sort of, ceasefire. So when I came out of the blue and attacked him, he was pretty pissed, but disappointed. So I just didn't keep attacking him. I just sent the troops over there and then just stopped. Just sort of meandered, really. Just sort of, as you can see, big army comes down and then, whoa, big army comes down and then does a little fight, and then the big army kind of goes away and then goes over here, and then does it really fight? No, doesn't really do anything over there either. And then I basically just said to Joe, look, like, Quinns thinks I'm fighting you. Can you kind of just do me a favour and not tell him that I'm not? Because I realise this is what I love about this game, is the kind of the fog of war. It means that I realise that really this whole area where me and Joe are fighting, the only people who can see it are me and Joe. So
yesterday, Brat, Joe and I began plunging south into Nels' territory because we figured he was going to dig a third mine, and sure enough, he's dug his third, he's taken a fourth, and he's pushing to win the game, thereby proving we were right to attack him. Of course, that's not how he sees it. In fact, his take on things is that Brat and I just invaded him out of the blue, and after he hadn't attacked me for the whole game. So he was overwhelmingly hurt. So today has in fact been representative of the best and worst of Subterfuge. I've plotted a brutal offensive. I'm sending all my subs off on little attack vectors that are scratching out more earth to add to my empire. And I've also spent upwards of 20 minutes messaging Nels apologies and explanations and listening to him vent. Nels is my friend in real life. That said, I've just worked too hard in this game to let him win it. The good news is there's no way Nels can keep his mind safe from every single player in this game attacking him. The thing is, I'm the member of this alliance attacking Nels with the most Neptunium. And I don't know if they'll notice that till it's too late, because I feel like I'm the only person actually watching Neptunium totals. So if I can just keep quiet for long enough, I think I win this game.
It became quite clear that Quinns was only really interested in winning. And I'm not interested in winning, but I am interested in making sure that Quinns doesn't win.
Hello everyone, Joe here. I'm in bed. It's hard to do these silly metaphorical locational corollaries every day, and so I've run out. Oh well. Today, after yesterday's slight wobble, has been a bit more interesting, in as much as there is now a definitive big bad in the form of Nels, who is inching closer and closer to victory. I think, as I speak, Chris Bratt is on his way to take the mine that would put Nels across the finishing line. But then we're suddenly left with Matt just winning afterwards, which I don't know. It's sort of odd. It's sort of snuck up on us, the end. I thought it would be a mighty explosion of, I don't know. I just assumed everyone would die or just leave.
So what happened was, Quinn said to me, look, I just want Nels to win. I'd rather Nels win than Brat. And I thought, yeah, fair enough. Nels has been good to me. So we continued doing that with this relationship whereby we would help Nels to win. And I did that. I sent Nels loads of gifts. Lovely little packets of fun going up to Nels. And then Quinns was like, hang on a minute, are you giving chips to Nels? I'm like, well, yeah, we said we were going to help him, so I'm helping him. And now Quinns is somewhere down here in this darkness attacking Nels and trying to kill him. And I don't know, I'm not getting involved really.
I think Nels is so far away in the lead that nobody can catch up, and I'm kind of pleased about that, and I feel like the supporting character to Nels' campaign, and I actually feel like I've enjoyed playing the game that way, and that he's going to speed on to victory, and that I'll have actually helped that happen. And I don't really care about anything else. That is a fun thing for me to do.
I've gone and made quite a few mines. I've taken Paul's mine. Sorry, Paul. You know, you don't look like you need it at this point. And I'm just trying to rapidly get as much Neptunium as I can, not to win, just to see if I can knock Quinns off the second spot, because I think it'd be quite amusing if Nels won and I came second, just because I think Quinns has been mean, so he doesn't deserve it. Whereas Nels does deserve to win. There is always the chance that Nels might actually get knocked out, though, in the next few hours, because we're talking like end game here. Really are. Like, Nels is due to win the game in 15 hours. That's, you know, not long. It actually accelerates quite dramatically very soon. What could I do? Doesn't really matter at this point. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. I keep looking at it and going, what can I do? Doesn't matter. Done. Tab out. It's a good game, this. It is a good game. I know I've had some days where I've really struggled with it, and I really would recommend playing it with strangers rather than friends, because then at least you can look at everyone and go, oh, they're all out to get me, aren't they? And you won't be feeling like you're actually going paranoid and not trusting people who you actually like in real life. But yeah, it is good. I just hope Quinns doesn't win, because he so clearly wants to. He doesn't deserve to. Well, as a player he does, but as a human, nah. Sorry, Quinns.
Hello, Joe here. So, I'm on a roof and I'm free. I kind of feel more pleased than at any point during the game, maybe?
So yeah, that's the end of Subterfuge, I guess. Can't say I'm that disappointed to finally be on the other side of this game. Is it 10 days in the end? 11 days? Whatever it was. Felt like an awful long time.
It's over. It's over. The game's finished. My calculations were correct. They were correct. If everybody attacked Nels, there was nothing he could do. He would lose his mines and the game would keep going. But everybody didn't attack Nels. And I found that out when I was pushing north. If you look here, what I was doing is moving to take one of Nels' outposts, because the Neptunium mine produces 1 Neptunium every 24 hours for every outpost you've got. So every scrap of earth you can strip away from one of your opponents slightly slows them down, so every little helps. And I was moving up here, and so was Matt. And if you just look, boop, that's a gift. Now, that means that I lose that fight and lose my general. Why would Matt do that? And the only answer is he doesn't care about Nels winning. He's willing to let Nels come first. And I would be okay with that. I would be fine with that. But in doing that, he's taken the drillers that I'd accounted for as part of his attacking force for Nels and used them to drill mines, which means he has more mines, which means in the final minutes of the game, he's going to overtake me on the leaderboards and actually come second. And I could fucking deal with... I'd be fine with losing the game, with being eliminated, with Nels coming first. Nels has played excellently. I can't really deal with placing behind a player who'd given up. I can't deal with Nels' fucking lapdog, Matt, placing higher than me in the leaderboards because he just didn't care about winning anymore. And for that, his reward is to place higher than me. I'm really angry. Yep, still angry.
Congratulations to Nels. I know at the very beginning of this video diary series I actually said that if it was just me and him left in the game at the very end, I wouldn't attack him and I'd let him win because I like Mark of the Ninja. Well, I mean, he did win, although it wasn't just me and him left in the game at the end, and also I did attack him a little bit. But I mean, I attacked a lot of people in this game. A lot of people attacked me. I think by the end of this match of Subterfuge, I was sort of a target, wasn't I? I got too big in the middle of the game. I had too many drillers. I looked like I might win, I think. Even though I didn't have any mines, I definitely didn't do anything on that front. I had a lot of drillers, a big military. Because of that, people stopped being cool with me, towards the middle of the game. Other than one person, Joe, the Nice Alliance, stayed strong throughout. We've got the t-shirt to prove it. Kind of a little bit proud that we managed to stay friendly and allies throughout the whole thing. Definitely can't say that about a lot of people.
The game is so well made and achieves more or less everything it sets out to.
I think it's actually an excellent strategy game. Really is. I think I prefer it to Neptune's Pride in a lot of ways. I think I prefer the interface.
The chat window is an incredible way to keep that flow of information. Playing it on phone particularly, I know Matt hasn't been, but playing it on phone is genuinely sort of entrancing for better and worse. But it sort of keeps you hooked constantly in this second world.
That whole bullshit, by the way, of like, if you play a game of Subterfuge, you can check in once or twice per day and that'll be enough. Nah, that's not really how it works.
I'm really glad that Nels won because of a mining win. The one good thing to come out of this is that, betrayal doesn't really get you anywhere. You can stomp all over everyone, but actually Nels just sort of lived in the corner of my map, being generally nice. I didn't have more than sort of a skirmish with him. And he just won, because he got on with it. So I suppose that's a nice lesson. But on the whole, fuck Subterfuge and everything it does. A genuinely spectacular game that has made me feel like very little else. And I will never play it again.
Part of the reason that I resigned actually was because I've never met Nels in real life, and I suddenly realised that the game was actually in danger of having an impact on how I saw a real life person, having never met them, and that was kind of scary.
You may have noticed, probably, hopefully from everyone, that it gets really quite oppressive. And I mean, the first thing I did was delete the game because I feel like I've just been stressed out for a week and a bit. So I'm not sure I'd recommend the game, but playing with strangers might actually be a really interesting way to do it, in as much as sort of creating trust and friendship would be a mechanic as opposed to betraying.
I've caught up with a few of the other players since, while the game was still going on, and it sounded interesting, but I am so glad I left. I hope everybody survived it in terms of their friendships and things.
Unless you have a very particular group of friends that are cool with upsetting each other and then moving on. Just go in a public game. Don't do this to yourself. Save yourself. Be free. Oh man, I wish someone had told me that. Alright, well, thank you for watching this series so far, and hope you like my updates. I hope none of the others said anything nasty about me. I bet Quinns has had some things to say. Sorry, Quinns. Love you. Mwah. Bye.
And that's it. That's the end of Subterfuge Diaries. Quinns was furious that I didn't want to win, but everyone else seemed quite happy that Nels had taken it. Nels was a nice man. Nels hadn't really particularly lied to anyone. But anyway, I just wanted to finish off this series to say that I know at times it's been a bit upsetting, it's been a bit intense. A lot of us went through periods where we found the game to be a bit too much. Some people at that point tapped out. Other people like myself stuck with it and actually found myself coming out at the end going, this is a good game, but just not for close friends. But we've covered that. But I just wanted to let you know that obviously we all started playing this game as loose friends, and we've come out of it the other end as that. I know it's been a bit tight, I know it's been a bit tense, but seriously, it's just a video and it happened months ago. And now we're all just good friends. We're all just it's fine. Because I know that a lot of people were a little bit worried. It did get very intense and I was quite upset at some points. But obviously, it was just a game. And it was just a bluffing game. And the Nice Alliance are all back together. Or at least we will be back together once Joe gets here. But Joe will be here very, very soon. Only Chris. The Nice Alliance. Friends forever.
Hi, I'm Nels, and I won!
And that's enough of that. And after 10 exhausting days of play and 10 exhausting weeks of editing, Subterfuge Diaries is finally over. Thank you so much for watching, and also thank you to everyone who took part in the game. Some fantastic people you should definitely hunt out on the internet and look at the other things that they do. Also thank you to Van McCoy for hopefully letting us get away with using about 4 seconds of The Hustle, because I know it's technically not legal, but no other song would have been quite right. Thank you, Van McCoy, and thank you for watching. If you want to see more stuff, go to coolghost.net. And remember, if you really love this stuff, you can fund it by going to patreon.com/coolghosts. Thank you very much. Goodbye.